Hi, and welcome back. The good news is Isra is out of prison. She has gone home with Gordon to begin their new life together. And I was really excited to write this portion of Isra's life because it would appear that Isra was getting everything she wanted. But to keep a character interesting, you have to have growth. And I think in this chapter, you will start to see with Isra that there has been growth. We saw it in prison when she made friends with Da and Sani, and we'll witness this growth a little further in this chapter. So the year is 2009 to 2010, and we're in Chiang Mai, Thailand. The first night in Gordon's house, I couldn't sleep, for I missed the familiar bodies piled around me. The body beside me was not familiar and had expectations I was not entirely sure I wanted to fulfill. It was expected of me, this much I knew. How could it not be? After pledging my undying love to this person for years, it would only be logical that I would want to enact the desire that had been stifled for so long. Fortunately, the first night confirmed Gordon was the gentleman I knew him to be. Gordon insisted I rest because this was the beginning of the rest of our lives together. My new home was on the outskirts of Chiang Mai. It was by no means ostentatious, but it was beautiful. Set in amongst the lushness of a bamboo forest, the teak house had a large balcony that wrapped around the back and large windows offering a full view of the natural beauty the house appeared to spring from. The inside was decorated by a masculine hand. In other words, it had not been decorated at all. There were only necessities: chairs, tables, couches, lamps, beds, and a television spread amongst 6 rooms. The linens were not soft to the touch, and the walls lacked ornamentation. All elements of personal touch were lacking. But it was about to change, and fortunately, I had a willing participant. When it came to my needs, Gordon spared no expense, lavishing me with new clothes, jewelry, perfumes, lipstick, and other toiletries. Though he was generous, I discovered prison had altered me. Previously, I would have greedily accepted all the gifts bestowed upon me and hinted for more. But now I was somewhat embarrassed by the extravagance of it all. Gordon, please, you've already brought me enough. I don't need anything else. You're too kind. Don't be silly, my violet haired girl. You deserve the best. I was living the dream. I had captured a Westerner, a Farang, yet I did not feel at peace, and I couldn't understand why. I had, after all, accomplished what I had worked so hard for all those years, and more: a beautiful home, clothes, a doting partner. I was where I wanted to be, or was I? Wealth, security, and status were mine. But now I wasn't sure. I missed my friends and the security of the routine I had. I hid my confusion and disenchantment from Gordon as best I could, for I didn't want to hurt the feelings of the man who was giving me everything I thought I wanted. I had been living with Gordon for 6 months, and I didn't think he was ever going to tell his daughter about me. For so long I feared this woman and what she could do to my life, and now I found myself wanting to meet her and annoyed that Gordon did not tell her about me. Gordon must have his reasons, although I didn't think I was ready to accept what they were. Gordon and Miss Emily continued to speak regularly from the one side of the conversation I was privy to. She had suggested a visit, and he declined. For as long as I had known Gordon, He had kept his life in Asia separate from the British crowd. Although he's returned to London for brief visits, he refused to leave me unattended for long and always rushed back. I was out of prison, but he never offered to take me. What was he hiding? Was he ashamed of me? Was he ashamed to be living with a Thai woman? It infuriated me more as the days passed. To add to my agitation, he would not marry me. I approached the subject numerous times, to which Gordon responded, Isra, my darling, I like things the way they are. So it looks like Isra has her match, and Gordon might be a little less of a pushover than Isra thought him to be. So we'll see how Gordon holds up against Isra as we continue on with her story. But before that, tomorrow we will go back to Cambodia and see a runny. Thank you for listening.